Diddly. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, really now? There we go. Alrighty. Merry Christmas, kids. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Merry Christmas, David. How you doing? Hope you had a good day. It'd be is it evening for you at the moment? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Christmas evening, indeed. Anyway, I've done bugger all on the Lavockin since we were last on. No, it's not a big problem. We'll just get on with it, shall we? Alrighty. Now, as a result, there's a bit of a bonus I've just discovered as to having left things out. I'll point that out to you shortly. As always, we all know what comes. Yes, kids, coffee. Now then. Now something that my laziness has benefited me with. Here's our wheels. Oh, looking sweet, read and petite. I'm ready to rock and or roll. Now, yes, that was another thing we needed to do. Yes, there it is. Now, we'll get this saw out of the way. I don't need the saw anymore. Where did I put the bits that I am going to turn into the... there they are. Excellent. Excellent. Here's the thing that's handy. Nice one, Rob. Fortunately, nothing went missing there. When it comes to measuring the exact width we're going to require, because I've left that out and the way it was set, I'll be able to get a clearer identification on that line. So that's kind of handy. See, sometimes laziness is a rewarding delivers rewarding outcomes. This is one such case. Now we'll get this out of the way. Might leave, actually I might even put the saw away completely. Don't really need that. Now, let us see. Now, I think our first port of call should be oh, Jesus. I've still got stuff on. I'm sure I'm not alone in this. That I've got to put away from Christmas, and I was just about to lob some stuff on my bin, but I'd actually use the bin as a sort of like surface to sort of go, yeah, so it doesn't matter. Now, it might be a good idea to get this razor out of the way, I would suggest. Loose razors are really a good idea. Jesus. Deary, deary me. Now, we're getting somewhere. I'm going to leave that there. I don't need it particularly, but it gives a nice bit of clarity without, and it's got stuff on it at the moment anyway. I don't think I need to do any more photo etch. Well, certainly not today anyway. So we'll see how that rolls. How that rock and or rolls. Now, next, in we come. Now, what I'm thinking, first let me just, there's a few things I'm thinking. First up, this Boom. Needs to go. Bing. So, to that end, and breathe. Now, the thing I'm a little bit concerned about here is I don't want to go too heavy with the glue. So, actually, boom, that might be the way to roll. So what we'll do, come here, you. What I done was a big blob of glue on the wheel strip. So what I'm hoping is that I can by using the brush oh, look at that. That easy. Wow. I thought it was going to be a complete hassle. Wow. I'm well happy with that as an outcome. I'll even zoom in for that. Hang on, let me just get my angle right on it. Make sure it's up correctly. Get a little higher back. Oh, Rob. What are you doing, boy? God. It's supposed to be, it's not hot today. It's only 31. But I hope I don't need to probably do now. No, there we go. Give you a zoom in this way. Might be the easy way, and I can let it dry. Boom. And yeah, we're good. There she blows. Har, har. You're not at home tonight? I'm at home tonight and every night. No, seriously. Now, we've got that done, which is I'm actually pretty chipper about that. The only question now, kids. So we'll get this one quietly out of the way, along with our photo etch. And all of that works rather swimmingly for me, I tell you. Yes. Now, these go on our wheel stems. I might just really, kids, really. Now, and they go at a slightly different angle, but okay. I reckon I'm better served to do those once they're in position. That would be my suggestion. I could, of course, be wrong. And then we've got these, and that's what we're scratch making. I'll give you a bit more of a zoom in. As you can see, they're quite plain panels. We can put that on pretty much immediately, actually. We can do that right now. Then once that's in position, we can hit that with a bit of paint. And yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Up. That's funny. Big screen TV. Big screen Rob. It's Big Screen Rob. Ba, 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 ba. Now, move this over to here. Now, I reckon, first port of call will be hit that little spot there with this, which I've failed to paint. I might. Here we go, guys. Here's something that falls in the category of really. Now, there's a part inside this cover that, let's see, and I can tell you right now that is going to be that area there. That's solid, so that's going to be covered. Let's see if we can even so you can't see the part that's in there even with magnification and all the rest. And you know, man, why did I even bother? I had a pleasant Christmas. As I say to people, I did not go to, well, actually, I have some nieces and nephews in town, but I didn't hear from them. Well, I did, but I didn't get invited to their dinner. My sister is the one who lives closer to me is in Queensland. I don't know if she caught up with my other sister, who's also in Queensland, but on the other hand, the pair of them are frankly diabolical. So I'm far better off spending my time with friends as I did. It was a good outcome. So yes, I had a pleasant time. I did, however, have to, as one does at social gatherings, have to play the tact and diplomacy card once, because it was my friend's family gathering on Wednesday, and her brother can be quite opinionated, which is whatever. And I made what I thought was a really throwaway comment regarding the Middle East, I think it was. But you gotta say, that's a throwaway subject now, isn't it? We'll leave that discussion there. But more's the point. Yeah, they say you should never bring up such matters, and yes, I thought it was going to be left there, and I was wrong. And yeah, he's just started going for gold with it, and came up with stuff that, in my opinion, will roll that way, were questionable in their validity. I won't go into the details because everyone's opinions like arseholes. Everyone's got one, and a lot of them smell. So I won't go into the pros because I think I like to keep politics and stuff like that off the camera. You know, I'm sure a lot of people would probably disagree with my views. That's fine. That's why I don't put them on camera. You get the idea. Anyway, yeah, and my natural tendency in political disagreements is not to back off. And that's actually what I managed to do. I'm a bit proud of myself. Because I thought now is not the time. And more, it was the first time I'd actually been to my friend's aunt's. So, you know, matters. This might be problematic. That's okay. Fuck. I wonder if I can tweak it. A bit of jiggery. Okay. I should have checked before. Fuck. That's now. That needs to be actually up past there, it would appear. I might. I have gotten away with it. Nice. You know, I think that actually is how it's supposed to fit now that I look, because it's really stable, and that's what you'd want. Slaving over a hot stove. I got my slaving over a hot stove done. I should probably put this on now. In advance, which is to say, I made Christmas cakes, I made mince pies, I made sausage rolls, and an Austrian thing called vanilla kipfel, which are tasty as. And always rack up brownie points with for me. I made a few Christmas cakes to give out. I really enjoyed doing it, so I'm going to do it again next year for sure. I get a lot of pleasure from my baking. I do. Let's get it painted, obviously. There we go. That will now dry. Slowly but surely, people. Now, the other wheel stem. Alright, well, I'm going to use the same methodology as I did on the other one. It did require a bit of jiggery pokery, as I said, but ultimately it went in pretty nicely. And then we'll get on to finishing making those internal flaps there. Now, get a quick mouthful of coffee. Don't know if while this gluing is the best time to do it. Be damned. Oh yeah. Now then, come here. Well, that's a bit nice. All right. There we go, guys. That easy. Well, I gotta say, this one initially had me concerned. That was the first one I put in. But all up, as with most of the kit, it's been a pretty sweet fit. It really has. So, you know. All right. Now, next, zoom out. We shall. All right. Now, these are going to be our flaps, as it were. How much do I need to trim off? I'll make sure I get a good grip on that. Not much. In fact, let me get a different perspective on this. It's a very small amount. Where do I put the file? Aha. Because if I get this nice, as far as on the lengthwise, and it fits much the same way as the actual part, then it's a simple matter, relatively speaking, of making sure that the depth is not too much. But if I can get the rest to sit just right, like Goldilocks. Huh. How close am I? Not quite. Let me take some off this end a bit. All right. Closer. Now, I think what I'll do is get the length correct first on both of them. Then I'll measure the depth, get that going, and then we'll start. Then we'll paint them. Ha ha! Come to Papa. Look at that. I'm going to zoom you in for that. I'm pretty pleased with how that's clearly the correct length. Look at that. Now we've got to just get the depth right, and that is boom. See you later. That's a bit good, kids. I'm happy about that. Yep. Now, I would say we're going to need to do a bit of what's this? Oh, it's just tape. We'll just start on this one. Now, let's have a look, shall we? That one, if anything, a little too short, if anything. That's okay. Let me just come here, you. I mean, really now. Now. Yeah. Oh no, look at that. Boom, it'll sit. All right. Now, might as well get this out of the way for the time being. Let me just check something for my own. Oh, that's a big kids. Wheels perfectly in a line. That's what you want to see. Thank you, Eduard. They've made me a happy man in many regards on this kid. The propeller was a bit of a why? But a lot of the rest of it's been really nice to work with. Now, where is the artist? Now, I'll come to Papa again. That one's, yep, we're just going to do a little bit of a tidy up along here. And that will be good to go. That's a bit swish. Then I will need to paint them. It's not going to take long, but there's just more the process of it. And this, same deal. Come to Papa again. Everything's coming up, Robster. Alrighty. Now, what I'll show you, just so you can see what I need to do here. Yep. Alright. Now, that flat, hang on. There we go. That flat line, I know, is 100% flat. Because that's the bottom of one of these. So I know that to be straight. So that bit over there. So that's definitely straight. As are these. Boom. We have that little area there. Once I pull that down to the flat line of that, and I'll do that on both of these. In this instance, this one, just that. You can see there's not much to it. Just need to get that sort of mucky muck off, and we are good to go. It's that easy. There's not much to be removed. And then I guess my next step is simply to hit that with a bit of first I'll need to hit it with the surfacer, I guess, and then the relevant colours. But first we shall file. Smooth that out a bit there. Smooth that out a bit there. One. And there we go. Done. That's a bit good, kids. I'm pretty pleased with how easily I was able to get that done. When I realised I'd lost those two parts, it was like, oh, really? That was pretty easy in actuality. I've also, I think, lost an exhaust port off of the B17, so I'll need to make one of those. But again, that's looking like it'll be pretty easy. I've done a bit of early assessment on that matter. Now, what we're going to do... All right. Mouthful of coffee. Now. Yep, this one I reckon. Ta-da! Boom. Surfacer. Oh, got my bloody t-shirt caught. Get out of there. Get, for fuck's sake, Richie. Now the bloody thing won't open. Open. There we go. Get off of my fucking t-shirt. I ask you. Yeah. Just had a whole stack of stuff go flying. Well, that's an exaggeration. Hang on. I don't think there's any big disasters occurred. It's all good in the hood. Users running. We've got just enough, happily. I'll be needing to get some more of this, apparently. Now. Next. Yeah, it's already getting quite warm. What's the temperature? It's only 29. I said it was only going to get up to 31. I'm not entirely convinced on that front. That's plenty. Alrighty. Now, given that it's starting to get a bit toasty than I had anticipated, I've got the door open at the moment. The idea was to get some fresh air in. But yeah, I think once the sun hits the concrete out the front as well, no fun at parties, I tell you. So once we've got these done, the brush is clean, yada yada yada. I'm going to go shut the door and put the aircon back on. Alrighty. Now, once I've got this surface applied and the aircon back on, I will. What will I do? We're going to get. There's a bit of painting I need to do on the undercarriage. There's another thing that needs to be put on, so I'll put that on. And then, I guess I'll see what the time is as to what else I need to do on the Lavockin. That doesn't involve waiting for things to dry. If there's still like that rear wheel needs to go on, but that's I want to wait till that dries. Pretty simply, I want to wait till it dries. But I would say, let me see. Wow. Ooh. That means tomorrow. Done. Or at least there's a good chance everything will be done tomorrow. Won't be unhappy for that. Hang on, Mr. Sweet. Alright. And down we go. Alrighty, now next, just finish cleaning this brush, get that door shut and aircon on. Yeah, the bigger rumbling with the temperature here is that there's a lot of concrete around my house. Well, my flat. Of course, once the sun gets on that, it starts absorbing the heat and reflecting the heat. Not good, in my experience and in my opinion. There we go. Now, let's wipe this out, and what we need to paint is, I'll hold off shutting the door, I'll keep going with this. That little vent, now I glued that on not too long ago, but I think it'll be stable enough. Now, I'm also starting to think, no, don't do it, Rob. Don't do it, boy. You know what I was thinking about? Going, oh, I'll just see how. Don't. Let them settle. How many times have I done that to myself? Oh my God, I'm learning. Who would have thunk? All right, first we're going to paint that. Then we're going to put, there's a bit that goes on here, little widget that goes on. And then how long we've been going? 37 minutes. Got a few options. You know what I could do? Will do. I'm going to go a step further. Will do. I reckon. Once I've got this painted and that on, I'll have a look at the time. I'd say there's a good chance that I might do some of the Viking. Plot that out as a, well, at the moment I'm sort of looking for things here to dry or waiting for things to dry, so you know. And hang on, check. Oh, there's a couple of actually I'll leave that. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That is from where I was sticking it on, a bit of a glue incident. And I was going to repaint it, but of course I'm also going to be weathering anyway. So, yeah, my theory is that with a bit of soot around it, yada, 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 it'll look great. So I'm not going to do anything about that. Anyway, let's get this paint mixed. That painted. That on. And at that point, winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. I would suggest we're pretty close to good to go on that one. And it's not like we need a large quantity of it now, is it? We shall get this done. That's probably enough, I would say. And I'll actually go for a really broad brush on this one. Our worthy friend, Mr. Tamiya. All right. Yeah, won't take much. And I can even leave it sort of a bit dodgily done. And that would be where our good friend weathering comes into play. I've got this one done, obviously. Depending on if I have much paint left, I might go down that seam again after I've gotten this done. Although I am now starting to get a little concerned about the temperature from the viewpoint of how it affects the paint. Because that is a thing, of course. And of course, alrighty. There we go. Boom. And you know, I'll keep an eye on how that settles. But if that's where it's a bit sketchy and all that, I'm just going to go weathering. Alrighty. But I'm starting to get very chipper about. Oh, that was something I was going to consider doing, wasn't it? But I'm definitely getting pretty happy with how it's coming up. There we go. Let's give that a bit more there. And now that I look, maybe, I don't know. All right. All right. She's beautiful. She's almost as sexy as I am. Yep. All right. But I am definitely starting to feel a bit good about it. We are definitely now on near completion point. That's a marvelous thing in my eyes. Then our next objective is to complete the B17. And then with that done, we start our Mustangs and our Messerschmitts. I've got a whole stack of them. Both Mustangs, cars, planes, and indeed Messerschmitts from A to K. A to the motherfucking K. Oh boy. Oh dear. Yeah, trying to bit my age there. Hearing me. Now, before I pop that, oh wait, got to get that other bit on, don't we? Before I do that, though. Before I do that. All right. That out. So I'm going to need to return it to its upside down position to dry, and I'll probably need to put it like that before I do that. Actually, and I'll hold that would be better. Boom. So she's coming along. She's coming along. Alrighty, now, next. I haven't painted that. Oh, Rob, what are you doing, boy? That's alright. Now, okay, color. Let's have a look. Give me a moment. Or, hang on. I thought I'll explain what I'm looking at or looking for. That. Now, it may be that part's not on because at the moment it hasn't appeared. It might be from another type of Lavockin, but let me just zoom out just to be sure. I'm going to go back through. There's something that needs to go on the aerial stand. But aha! I knew it. There we go. Now, what colour do they give it? They don't. And that's just downright inconvenient. Let's have a look. See if we can see it on. Why would you put it in the picture, you bastards? Now. I am assuming. Let's see if we can get the. Aha! simple. This will be easy. Now, what I'm going to try and do today, by the way, this does need to be painted, and you'll see that in due course. But what I was going to say is, I always say, oh, and I'll fix that up later. This time I'm fucking going to this one, and where did I put those two flaps that are drying? Take that and give that a double entendre, double meaning anytime you're ready. Oh, there they are. I'll get them done, because that's all, in truth. That, and yes, the rear wheel's got to go in, then the flaps on either side of that. When that's done, the weatherings are fully done. Oh, and the canopy. Boom. You know? So, I'm thinking that's a bit of a goer. And to the end, we're going to go a bit of different colour action on this to do some highlighting. And I reckon I'm going to start. Now what we'll do here, sprue cutter time. I don't reckon I will get the Viking out after all. Just making a bit of a short stream. Well, it's looking murky out, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, that's not really relevant to what we're doing, is it? Now, a plinth, my kingdom for a plinth. I don't even have a kingdom. What am I waffling about? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What I'll do, I'll use this B17 wheel. Once mounted on the B17 wheel, just bear in mind that that's there. And we're going to go a bit of gunmetal grey. Alrighty, now once I've got the gunmetal grey, what I'm going to do, I'll zoom you in for this so you can see what I'm about to try and do. Tomorrow we are finishing. It's going to happen. Ich habe gesprochen. Okay, here we go. Now you see that? What I'm going to do now is a bit of gunmetal grey down there. I don't know what the fuck this is, to be honest. I don't care. Now I do know the little connection point to the wing needs to be the same. That same blue that I've got on the undercarriage. That's fine. I'm going to make that gunmetal grey, and I'll make that probably oily steel, or maybe dark grey, or something like that. Either way, actually I should do dark grey there, gunmetal grey there. That's what we'll do. All right. Actually, no, we won't go dark grey. We'll go oily steel, a bit darker. All right, zoom out. Get that on. And then we'll wind up. I'm actually pretty happy with what we've achieved today overall. Small but significant progress. Now, something else I might consider. See, the thing is, if I get those flaps painted, there is actually some photo etch that needs to go on with them, but that probably won't be that hard. If you get them on early, our wheels on, you can pop it to the side, fill up some time doing the Viking, come back, put the photo etch on, the flaps on, and she'll be done. Oh, then there's the canopy, so the day after that I guess weathering, and then possibly B17 work. We haven't done it for a while, have we? So, we'll see how we go. We will see. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Now, I don't have to be too precise with this, as I'm going to be painting over it as required. There we go. So, as you can see, that's got our oily seal on it. I'm going to do the rest of that sort of a gunmetal grey, just as a contrast. That little raised bit's going to be blue. That will then go onto the wing there. Boom. That easy, kids. Now, clean brush. And we shall wind up the string. I'm pretty happy with the progress we made today. And let's see, it's the 26th today. Yeah. Early in the new year, we'll get onto new kits once I've completed the B17, because I want to do that, finish that first. Alrighty. Well, that's me done, guys. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. First-time viewers out there, I reckon you know what I'm about to ask you to do. Follow, like, or subscribe. It's a very simple equation, really. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. And Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Follow, like, or subscribe. Who, what, me or the kit? Or both? Yes, I see what you did there. Or maybe you didn't, I don't know. I'm just going to roll with that. But yes, I am pretty happy with how the kit's coming up. It's starting to look for gear. Like I said, tomorrow we'll get the bits and bobs on it to finish it off. Over the next couple of days, and while we're doing that, we'll do I think we'll do Viking work while we're waiting for bits to dry on it in those two streams. You know what I'm saying? The main focus will be getting the Lavockin done while things are drying, Viking time. But the thumbnail will be the Lavockin. All right. Again, thank you for watching, people. I do appreciate it. I really do. I do. I'll stop right there. I'm seeing fucking Appa. Jesus. In the name of all that's right and holy. Actually, I'm pretty unholy. I should probably stop there. Anyway, my pleasure, David. Okay, tomorrow I will be back. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And you know what? Fun fact, kids. As a quick little aside, I'm not fishing this Saturday. So what I could do is a stream. Yes, and I might. Yes. See how we go. In any event, people, I will definitely be back tomorrow. I might be earlier, I might be at the same time, but ultimately at a similar kit time and the same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.